Hey, what's up, guys? It's Maritime Spook here, and just out doing a quick video on gathering a couple little resources there for a backpacking trip here. I'm hoping to do soon, in the next week or so, and it's always good to gather some stuff once in a while and just have different things to try out. So then, if you've got a bit of a kit going on there, then you've got different options to get your fire going, different options for, like, this is the area that I'm going to be hiking in, so I'm kind of just checking out what resources are here. I mean, there's a ton of firewood here. There's further up the trail, there is actually a decent amount of rock because we'll be coming onto the Atlantic Ocean up here not too far. And as I said, this is it's an ample spot to get a fire pit, build a fire pit, because I mean, a lot of the trails that you get on, especially if you're in a rural area like where I usually would do a lot of this stuff out where I grew up, it doesn't matter, you can get a fire going anywhere. But an area like this, where it's like sort of a groomed trail, and it's an area that not a lot of people frequent this time of the year, but a lot of people frequent during the summer. And you don't want to be up here kind of tearing it up and making a mess of everything. So you kind of want to get here and just kind of, leave it the way you found it. So up further, there's, a good spot for a fire pit. And I'm just sort of checking out what's along the way. There's a ton of firewood here. And what I was kind of looking for, guys, and this is why I stopped here to do a quick video, is the good old Spanish moss. Now, this stuff, I mean, everybody that does any bushcraft or anything knows about this stuff. And this stuff is sorry about my voice, guys. I got kind of a little throat thing going on. I need to lay off the cigarettes, guys, I guess. But anyway, like I said, anyone that does any bushcraft or anything like that knows of the Spanish moss. And this stuff here, if you let it dry out, I find it works a heck of a lot better. If you just take it right off the tree like this, dead standing trees, it works fine. But if you have the time, I mean, in a survival situation, you're not going to have time to dry it out or to do all this other stuff. But I find if you're on a bit of a hike and you stick it in your pocket, it actually works a heck of a lot better. So today, where I'm not actually going on the hike, I have time to bring it home, and I usually take a piece of newspaper and I just let it dry out on the newspaper overnight, and then it's like bone dry. So I mean, it's perfect for that. So like I said, I'll take my little Gerber Junior machete here, and I just put a decent edge on it with my Speedy Sharp, and I'll probably take it to my dad's and get him to do a little bit of a grind, because on one of my other videos, like I said, I used it for the tipping wreathing season here, and where everybody makes the wreaths for Christmas holidays, and I used it quite a bit, and it took quite a bit of beating there. So I mean, it needs to be reprofiled there. So I'll probably get my dad to do that here in the next couple weeks. And I mean, I won't be using it a heck of a lot on the hike I'm going to be going on. I'll probably be using my Arctic knife, and I'll show you guys that here in a second. But anyway, like I said, I'll be gathering some of this and just checking out the area, because I haven't been up here for a while. And I use this to cut the firewood. I haven't, to be honest with you guys, if you guys want to leave a comment on a good axe, because I know there's good Estwing, and they've got even a couple Gerber axes and different axes, but I'm kind of in the market for a decent axe, and I'm sort of wondering, and I'm in the Atlantic Canada area, so I mean, I can order stuff on the web, but I mean, some stuff to where I can buy, it's limited. And for a lot of the guys out here in Atlantic Canada, they know what I mean. If you're not ordering it online, then some of the stuff that is easily available in the States isn't easily available here. So anyway, guys, like I said, I'm gonna peel off a bunch of this moss, and set this machete down. Got it around my wrist on a lanyard. Good lanyard. This is a good machete, guys. I want to do a review of this, and I could actually do a quick review on it right this second, but and I actually will, because it's, there's enough to say about it, but there's not enough that you could, do a half an hour review on it, that's for sure. But anyway, guys, I paid about 25 bucks for this thing, and I've got a diamond sharpener, and I've gone through and done the serrations on it. So the serrations are really sharp, and it doesn't have a lot of elasticity in it. I mean, it has a little bit, but I mean it's sturdy is what I mean. And this isn't the I didn't know this until about a month and a half ago. There actually is a couple models of the Gerber, like there's a few different Gerber machetes, that's for sure. I mean, you've got the Bear Grylls Parang, and you've got all these other ones, but this one here is the Junior. This is the only one they had at the particular time where I bought it at Canadian Tire. They didn't have the 18-inch one, I guess it was called. This is the Junior, and to be honest with you guys, I like this one better. This is a better bush machete, I think, because I've gone and taken this, like, it fits perfect on the rack of the bike. And I mean, when you have it with the sheath, I'll show you the sheath actually, guys. Here, let me get this off my wrist here, guys. I got it wrapped around my wrist and end up kneecapping myself here. And that'd be probably be my top view for videos there, guys, if I kneecap myself with this thing. Anyways, the sheath, it's like that nylon kind of stuff sheath, but I like it. It's tough, and you know, it retains its shape. I mean, I actually ran this over once with the four-wheeler, and with the machete in it, and it didn't do anything to it at all. Never bent it, never even really hurt the sheath at all. So that'll tell you right there that, I mean, it's decently tough. I mean, I'm a 275-pound guy, and then I'm not sure the weight of I have a Honda 350 four-wheeler. So, I mean, that's a decent weight there with me on it, and I ran it over and it didn't even lose any of its shape. So that tells you right there that this is a decently tough machete, sheath and machete itself. And it's got a little hole here, and I assume, I haven't read up on this, guys, maybe I should have, but I assume that's to lash it to things. And I haven't used the actual, like, that hole for anything, and really good. I love the handle. I love the setup of the handle of this. It feels really good in your hand. It's just got a perfect shape for whacking anything. Well, here, let's give it a couple swings anyway, and I'll show you what I mean here. Clear and brush or anything like that. Perfect. I like the way it feels. Not even sure how much you guys saw that, but anyway, I really like it, and it just feels really good in your hands, and just all around good. The price was good, and if you watch any of my other videos, guys, the amount of money that I'll spend on gear, nothing I'm going to buy, even when I'm looking for the axe that I'm going to get, is going to be any more than $40 or $50, and it's not because I'm a totally cheap person. And I mean, there's one thing, guys, like I said, there's a few videos I watched, Dave Canterbury's. He talks about something. He says, spend the money once and then have it forever. So I mean, if you buy a nice knife for $300, it's gonna outlast the knife that maybe costs $40 or $50. But it depends on a couple things too. Are you going to want to take a $300 knife and go out and get pitch all over it and chop shit down and do all this stuff with this, $300 knife, as opposed to a $50 knife? I'm going to take the $50 knife and beat the hell out of it, because if I break it, I'm going to go get another $50 knife. If I break a $300 knife, it's going to be a pretty bad day, we'll put it that way. But anyway, guys, I'm going to show you what knife I like to carry. And like I said, before I put this up, this machete, I recommend this to anyone, and especially anybody that's doing bushcraft or hiking or anything on a budget, or even clearing a piece of land on a budget. I would recommend this up and down, guys, because I mean, like I said, it's proven itself time and time again. It holds a wicked edge. It has to be reprofiled a bit there, maybe with the grinder, because of me beating on it. But I mean, normal use, good machete. tough machete. I like it, and for the price, man, you cannot beat this. It's got a nice lanyard. I put the carabiner on there just because I hook it to my, I'm going to do a video actually soon, guys, on a day pack that I have there, and this hooks actually into the back of it with the carabiner. But like I said, it's got a generous lanyard hold on the back here too. It's a rugged sheath, and it's a rugged machete. For the price, guys, you cannot beat that. So well, guys, this is my bushcraft knife of choice right here, and this is the SK Artic by Les Stroud. Now, there are knives I would, I'm, like I said, going back to that again, if I would love to go out and buy like one of Dave Canterbury's PLSK ones or whatever, and or another guy that I watch a lot of videos and have a lot of respect for, and he's an integral part of Dave Canterbury's crew, is Sarge Faria. You guys need to check his channel out. I've watched like every video of his, and Sarge Faria, he does a lot of woodsman stuff. He has the woodsman school, and he does an awful lot of just everyday stuff that you could really use in the woods, guys. And I love his videos, and he's got an awesome knife too by Abe Elias there at Diving Sparrow Knives. But his knife, once again, it's a $300 knife, so you can look. I'm not balking at that stuff, guys, and I'm not talking crap about it at all, because those guys are awesome and the knives are awesome. But someone like me, I don't have the $300 right off to go buy it, so I'm gonna buy these $50 knives, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of them, and then when I need another one, I'll go get another one. But those are awesome knives those guys have, and maybe someday down the road, I imagine I probably will get one. But right at the moment, I'm going to go with knives like this. So, anyway, guys, this is the Les Stroud SK Artic, and it's by Camelus. Feels really awesome in your hand. I've used it for a ton of stuff. It holds a wicked edge. It's the sharpest knife I have, probably. It holds a wicked edge, like I said. A lot of people have said a lot about the sheath, but to be honest with you guys, I really don't mind the sheath, and I don't wear it a lot of the time on a belt. I have a carabiner I attach to the back, and it sort of attaches either to my jacket or attaches to a bag that I carry, which I'll be showing. Like I said, that go bag, I'll be showing you guys that here in another video. But this knife here, like I said, holds a wicked edge. It's got the fire steel, and if anyone has this knife, they're gonna know exactly what I'm doing right now. Getting this fire steel out, guys, is for anywhere short, not mince any words, the pain in the butt. But it does come out, and it's got a little dimple in there, and that's where the fire steel will go, and you get yourself your sparks, and away you go. So I mean, this knife, as far as it goes for my backpacking or my bushcraft needs, I'm going to use this all day. And like I said, it's from Camelus. It's endorsed by a fellow Canadian, Les Stroud, who's awesome, and a lot of you guys know him, Survivor Man. Like I said, it's got the fire steel, and it's titanium coated. It's titanium. It's I think it's 440 steel. And it's titanium coated, so I mean it's Teflon coated, I guess you'd say too, and it's so non-stick resistant, like a frying pan. I guess that's how I describe it. The back of it has like a what they consider a map pocket or something like that. Well, what I did here, I'm not going to pull all this stuff out, but what I've got in here is a little fire kit and a little first aid kit and a fishing kit right here in the back. So I mean, if I get separated from my other gear and just have the knife strapped to me, then I've got pretty much everything I need for an overnighter or to get myself back to where I need to be. So another thing to note, it's got this pommel at the top, and I have actually nailed nails with it, and it never really didn't do any damage to the pommel itself. So it's a workable pommel. I mean, you can hammer nails, you can do a lot of stuff with it, so it's pretty cool. So, and the color scheme, another thing you got to think about, guys, too, if you're out somewhere and you've got this camouflage sheath or a camouflage knife or anything like that, you drop it, you're not going to find that again. In a survival situation, you're not thinking straight maybe, and even in some hiking situations, you may be tired or a little beat out, you're getting ready to make camp, you set the knife down, you never find it again. So the color scheme of this, you've got that safety green, I call it, safety neon green kind of deal going on there, and you know, you put that down, you can see that automatically. And so I mean, even at night, I've found, even with just a headlamp on, that sticks out like a sore thumb. So I mean, you're not going to really lose that. I took some paracord and made it. Didn't come with a lanyard around, you know, for your hand. I just put some 550 cord on there, made my own little lanyard, and also made myself another little lanyard here. Like I said, I hook a lot of stuff with carabiners as opposed to the belt. So like I said, I'm gonna go with this over top of a lot of other knives, guys. And it doesn't really matter as much as what people say. If you know, like I go with the big box ones, or I go with the custom ones, or whatever. It's whatever you guys like. It's whatever you like, whatever comes to mind. You know, if you've got the money to buy the expensive knives, buy them. By any means, buy them, because they will last. And so, like I said, this is my go-to. This is my hiking, bushcraft, you know, camping overnight knife right here, guys. I'm going to go to this every time. Now they have another model, and it's the SK Mountain series, and it's got a bunch of other bells and whistles. Literally, it has a whistle. Fire steel compartment, a little thing that wraps paracord around it. I like the idea of it, but I'm still just going to go with this because the way my pack and my system ends up, I always have stuff like that anyway, so I'd rather just go with the knife itself. And like I said, this is my go-to one. The SK Artic, I actually am not sure, guys. Maybe if you know, leave a comment. This one it's full tang as well, and it goes all the way back to the pommel, and there's no serrations. I don't know if you can get one with serrations if you like them, but this particular one here has no serrations. So like I said, I mean, if you like that kind of stuff, then maybe you can look into it, but I'm not sure. I went without the serrations, and it would go without the serrations anyway. I like serrations on a pocket knife, but for a bigger knife I kind of like the just straight edge. But like I said, retail on this, guys, I paid $49.99. The price hasn't dropped really yet. I've been watching the price on them because I was actually going to pick another one up for a friend, and the price hasn't dropped. It's still at $49.99. So you know, with Canadian taxes in, you know, you're looking at $50 some, but well worth it. Well worth it, guys. I actually was watching a video just the other day that pal Dragonfly hiker from Nova Scotia, he's got the same knife, and I believe he gave it a decent review as well. Let's see what else, guys. I'm gonna try to keep this video, it's already running long. We're looking at 15 minutes now because I talk my head off. But anyway, as far as it goes, guys, all I'm gonna finish up doing today is I'm actually just gonna take some of this, harvest some of the Spanish moss and bag it up, and then I'll have it for my hike. And when I go on the hike, guys, actually when I get, it's further this way, and it's a good half an hour, 40 minutes to the spot I want to show you guys. So when I get a chance to go over the weekend, I'm gonna take you guys along, and I'll show you, show you some really cool stuff. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna harvest the rest of this Spanish moss and a couple other resources that I'm seeing around here, and maybe take a 10-minute walk up this way. And just there was a spring up here before, and I just want to see if it's covered over with the snow, so I want to check that out. But anyways, guys, this is Maritime Spook signing out. I appreciate your time, and thanks everybody for watching. Keep your stick on the ice, guys.